Hello, everybody. We are back, and this time with a completely different game, something a little bit different. Um, this is a different system than D&D. This is the system is called Powered by the Apocalypse, and we're basing this on one of the Powered by the Apocalypse games, Spirit of 77. So welcome to Sundown City Heat. And we'll kind of explain things as we go along because I'm tired and a little bit loopy. So let's introduce some folk here. Let's start with Dan.
Hi everyone, I'm Dan. I am a regular on Under Fractured Sky. Uh, I play the sassy lizard Jack.
All right, Destiny, you're up.
Hi, my name is Destiny, and sorry, trying to figure out how to word it. I don't actually know the name of my other game that I do. Huh,
Hmm.
sorry, I should look that up.
That's okay. That's okay. All right, and last but definitely not least, our final guest for the time we've spent together, Brian.
Good morning. Yes, it's morning. Good morning. My name is Brian. I am a Twitch streamer and a professional voice actor.
Yeah. All right, groovy. Well, y'all ready to play some Sundown City Heat?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right, let me get this going. Oh crap, that's right. I didn't write it down. Oh shit. This is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting show. Okay. Welcome back to the morning show with Ripper Stevens, Wild Ripper Stevens. How? It's about 8:30 in the morning, and I don't know why I'm doing the day shift show, but I got my coffee. I'm here to groove to some groovy music and tell you about the day's events as they unfold. So right now we are at the news turns to the mayor's office, where Mayor Goodhart, the most recently elected mayor, who won in a landslide against an incumbent, uh, is currently looking for assistance from private eyes, and he put out an open call over the airwaves on it. No other details have been released, and the line outside the mayor's office is quite long. But if you're a private eye looking for some extra scratch, why don't you head on over to the mayor's office. So that's where we pick up off of. Okay, so you all are in the waiting room of the mayor's office. And if you could please describe your characters, starting with Destiny.
Uh, my character is Nancy Winters. She's a 24-year-old tone athletic, has a mocha tan. She's 5 feet 2 inches tall, dark hair, dark brown hair, uh, dark eyes. She is wearing a black turtleneck, black jeans, black low high thigh high, uh, heeled boots, red trench coat. She keeps a bright red scrunchie on her right wrist and has a silver heart locket from her mother that she wears. And she's a sleuth.
Okay, Dan.
Uh, my character is Frank Jackson. He's like a 50-year-old 6'2", um, uh, fair complexion male. Uh, he's got salt and pepper, like shaggy hair, a bit of a stubble, and he's got a nasty scar on his left cheek that looks like it's from like a bayonet or knife. His eyes are like just almost angry all the time. He's got a bit of a scowl. He's got an army jacket, army pants, and like army combat boots on. He's got a sidearm, and sitting in his lap is a silenced submachine gun, a M3 grease gun.
Nice. All right, and Brian, describe your character.
Alrighty. My character is Travis Walt Adams, dressed in a very similar attire to Frank, possibly showing signs that they were in the same platoon together. 42 years old, long, scraggly, messy hair. Think Iggy Pop from Iggy Pop and the Stooges. Very intense eyes, scarred face, probably from some potential shrapnel. Jeans, mud-caked boots, rugged gloves. Similar submachine gun model, just unsilenced, resting on his lap. Just hunched over, taking a long drag from a cigarette with a Zippo lighter that has his platoon logo on it.
Yeah, so Frank, you actually know this gentleman.
That's right, Travis.
It's been a while since you've seen each other. Oh, Destiny, could you, if you're like doing anything with objects, could you please mute your microphone because it does interfere a little bit.
Sorry.
That's okay. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, Travis and I used to in the same platoon, served in some of the wars. We even served justice on the streets. Been a bit of a while since we last got together. Maybe I'm just thinking of the old days. Those terrible days. What you been up to, Travis?
Not much. Work's been a little bit dry. But, hey, they never treated us with a warm welcome or opened arms ever since we came back. But, what do you expect? How you been, Frank?
Oh, you know, different places, same shit.
I hear that. Not very nomadic myself, but, you know, what can you do? I've got a lot of options after the service.
They're just hoping they don't bring us into another war.
Don't count on it.
All right, I already forgot all the characters' names. I don't know. Travis, Frank, and Nancy? Was that it?
Yeah. That was it, yes.
Okay.
Yes, that was it.
All right. Okay, so while sitting in this waiting room office, a door opens and a secretary is there, and she's got a clipboard, and she says, Frank, Travis, and Nancy, the mayor will see you now.
Travis looks at Frank, nods, finishes his cigarette, just pinches the, what's left of the butt out, looks for the nearest waistband, throws it out, and I guess takes the lead to go into the mayor's office.
Mm-hmm.
Frank will give the nod back, get up, and patiently wait for Travis to take the lead, and then follow right behind.
Nancy follows the other two.
Okay. All right, so you're taken into this rather simply decorated room. I mean, it has decorations, but, you know, it is still a mayor's office. It's nice and big. It's got green shag carpeting. It's got brown. brown walls everywhere. It's looking real sharp. Really good for the times. The mayor is a rotund man who ran on a platform of reform to many different social services and to city services and whatnot. And that made him very popular with the people, and he got elected. But there have been people who are not happy with his election. He made a lot of enemies, a lot of powerful enemies, including a couple gangs and even the police. So Mayor Goodhart is there with you, chomping on a cigar. Sizing up the three of you. Well then, you ready for some work?
I'm always ready for work, Mr. Mayor.
Very good, very good. Because we got a doozy here. My daughter has been kidnapped.
Damn shame. A real tragedy. Granted, I wasn't surprised you made a lot of potential enemies with that reform policy you were running.
Which is why I can't go to the police for help. So I need somebody off the books, off the charts. You dig?
Yeah, I dig.
But just above game really quick, Brian, you're coming in pretty quiet.
How's that?
Much better. Okay. Continuing onward. I can tell just by the look of the three of you that you can get this job done. Everybody so far, they don't look like they're cut out for the kind of work, the kind of grit that this is going to take to get my daughter back. So, $14,000 is what I have for you to get my daughter back and make whoever took her pay for it. You dig?
Works for me. Frank?
Loud and clear.
And Nancy?
Works for me.
Alright, well, not only am I going to give y'all $14,000 once my daughter's back with me, but why don't you take my car? And he takes out a single car key on a keychain with a pink rabbit's foot on the keychain. Hope this brings you some luck. It's the big old Charger downstairs. Bright red, double white stripes. You can't miss it.
Never took you for much of a Dodge owner, Mr. Mayor. I'm more of a Ford man myself.
Well, I could give you the Lincoln Town car that they want me to use for official events and the like, but I don't think that has as much gusto to it.
It would bring too much attention, ironically, compared to the Charger, anyways. We need to keep people thinking that you're still doing your job and you're still working and nothing's up.
Exactly. You know what's up. All right, well, the three of you are officially hired. I'm going to put out the word that we are done hiring for the private investigators.
Travis nods, digs into his front coat pocket, pulls out another cigarette, taps a little bit, lights it. Much obliged. Frank, ma'am, I'll be waiting for y'all outside.
Well, Mayor. I ain't never been one for driving. Always left that up to the gunny. Whatever dumb private decided to join along with the ride. But I suppose I could get my practice in. He's gonna take the keys. Don't blame me if it gets a little banged up.
As long as my daughter gets back here safe.
Of course. We'll be back soon. Don't you worry.
Alright.
He's gonna walk out.
And Nancy, do you follow along, or you want to talk a little bit? Nancy.
Sorry. I muted myself.
Oops.
Nancy follows along with the other two.
All right. So you all go into the parking garage where there is indeed a red Dodge Charger with a double racing stripe down the, center of the car. And you can only assume that this is the ride that the mayor was talking about.
Maybe I shouldn't be driving after all. Nancy, you're more the driving type?
Nancy?
Sorry, thinking about how to word it.
Okay.
Sure, I can drive.
Alright, well, here you go. He's gonna toss the keys over to Nancy.
Travis finishes his second cigarette, tosses it. Shotgun.
Damn you, Travis.
You know I was always the gunner.
Yeah. Hell of a shot. Let's hope that shot of yours hasn't gotten rusty.
You want to place a bet, old man?
You know it.
Anywho, let's get cracking.
All right, so the three heroes got inside the Dodge Charger and were on their way to get a little bit of info to see if they could pick up the trail. Where do y'all go? Sky's the limit in Sundown City.
Why don't we go to the local watering hole? People talk all the time, especially when they have a few cocktails in them.
Sounds like a plan. If they don't feel like talking after a few drinks, maybe a couple barrels in their face will open up their mouths a bit.
Hope you're in the mood to socialize, little lady.
All right, so you go to a nearby bar. It's about 10 a.m. at this point because time, whatever. It's about 10 a.m. The bars are just opening up, and you guys are the first ones here.
Not much of an early crowd, Frank.
Maybe the bartender can tell us a few things.
I'll let you do the talking. I gotta use the restroom anyways.
Alright, just don't get him caught on the fly again.
Ah, shut up, you old coot.
All right, so Frank, you're going to be talking to the bartender.
Yes.
This man has the most glorious mustache you've ever seen on another human, and his hair is kind of done up in like a, excuse me, in orange curls into kind of like an afro, but not. But he has a fantastic pitch black mustache that curls up at the ends. Ah, well, hello there.
Hey. Good morning. Listen, I was hoping to talk with a few of the patrons, but they don't seem to be in yet. Maybe you could help out with some information.
Sure. Anything for a veteran. I can tell by the look on your face.
I know what you mean. The eyes, or the one on the cheek, huh? Sign of war. He kind of like stares off like 1,000-yard stares. All the flashes goes off in his head. Oh, all right. So, never mind that. Here, he's gonna put down like $5. How about you get me a nice bottle of beer and heard any word about a certain little lady, daughter of a certain politician.
Oh, geez. Can't say that I've necessarily thought of anything. Roll me a smooth.
Smooth. All right, so that's 2d6 plus my whatever the thing. Okay. That's a 5.
All right. Yeah, he replies. Can't say I can really place anything. I mean, people come here, they talk about girls all the time, but I ain't heard anything about no politician daughters.
Really? You sure about that? You want come here? How about a little tip that might change your mind? Everybody like kind of holds another $5 kind of close to his own face. Why don't you come over here for a second?
Okay.
He's gonna drop the money, grab the bartender by the shirt, and put the silenced barrel of the submachine gun in his face. Now you're gonna tell me what I want to fucking know, or I'm gonna paint your walls red. Do you understand me?
Whoa, man, whoa. Yeah. There's no need to fly off the handle like that. Go ahead and roll a might.
Might, okay. 9.
Okay. All right. I may have heard somebody talking the other night. I thought nothing of it at the time. It was these punks with their faces painted all up with skulls and crossbones and other weird stuff on it. They were here the other night and they talked about snatching up a cute little honey, and I don't know if that's related or not, but please, that's all I know. Please don't pull that trigger.
Well, it's the lead. He lets go and puts the gun away.
All right.
Thanks for the information.
All right, and let's go to. Oh my God, I apologize. I am just out of it.
It's fine.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, Brian. What was your character's name?
Travis.
Travis. So you're using the restroom, yes?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And let's see here. While you're using the restrooms, why don't you go ahead and roll me a brains?
Brains, okay. Okay, that's
Nice.
a 9. So mixed success.
Well, actually, in this, oh wait, no, it is a mixed success. You're right. I'm brained. Shit. Yes, because 7 to 9 is partial success. So hey, there's a bunch of interesting stuff written on the walls. this place, of this restroom. Mostly a lot of for a good time call, blah 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 blah. A few times of shit. One kind of looks like it might be relevant to what you're looking for. Says the Skull Kids rule.
Damn punks. Everyone's trying to be a regular Picasso. Travis finishes what he's doing, washes his hands, and heads back into the bar.
All right.
And glances over at Frank. Oh, done working, huh, Frank?
Done working. Takes a nice, good chug of his new bottle of beer.
Nancy,
Thank God you ain't driving.
Nancy, is there anything you'd like to do?
No, not at the moment. Nancy's just kind of hanging back. Letting the other two do their thing.
That's loud. All right.
Transition, though.
All right, so y'all get back to the car, and the radio is playing. Welcome back to KR 47. That's not how radio call signs go. Welcome back to Radio KR AM, the Cram. We're here to cram some delicious music into your life. To also give you some delicious news. So, what we find is that our heroes, 3 private eyes from the big city. Shit. FCC is gonna totally rail this guy. Right now, they apparently have a lead on the whereabouts of missing daughter. So, let's go back to the action. Where are we driving?
I already made the first suggestion, Frank. You're the leader anyways.
Of course I am. Well, where do a bunch of punk kids like to hang out? How about we find ourselves the old bad part of town, the fun part of town. Let's find one of them old rundown clubs or abandoned buildings. Oh fuck, I don't know.
Oh, the old studio?
Yeah, that
It's not a bad idea.
believe that's good.
All right, so, you drive over to the rough side of town. Buildings running down, and everybody dressed like a clown. Sorry if I try to rhyme. It's a little bit late this time to really make sense of all my nonsense. I did it. All right, so they get to the bad part of town, see all the rundown buildings, and they see a... Oh God. Okay, I have to stop for a little bit because I'm literally just not into it. I got 2 hours left of this. Yeah, we're just gonna take a quick break, and I'm gonna try to recompose myself.
That's fine. Yeah. No, you've been running a gauntlet. It's totally fine.
All right, I'll be back.
I'll be right back.
Oh, sorry. There we go. Now I'm back. Okay. I'm just gonna need a couple minutes to see if some caffeine will take effect.
I totally get you. I'm on. This is my second cup in, so
I just got Diet Coke mixed with Neo Energy, so it's surprisingly tasty. Ugh. Why do I do these 24-hour streams?
Hey, you're doing it for good cause. Oh Christ, my back.
Yeah, oh shit, my back too. I'm like, this chair kills my lower spine. All chairs do if I sit too long enough, and it's just like I got issues with my tailbone, so
Oh, same.
yeah.
Because unfortunately, I have a case of Hank Hill ass, aka I don't have one.
Aw.
So it's like, okay. So I'll
Okay.
sit for like an hour and then squat.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. Okay, so because of well, let me read this statement that I have prepared for like this whole stream. I've read it out a few times, but you know, just to make sure that we all know what we're collected here for. We're here to have fun today, but it's fun for a serious reason. We're here to bring awareness and to give support to the Black Lives Matter movement. And to that end, we are supporting 2 organizations with any bit drops or tips that we collect during this 24-hour stream. We've already collected a fair amount. Oh, excuse me. Stomach's in open revolt. But let's talk about the situation in Louisville first. So, these past months have been filled with numerous protests and demonstrations calling for justice in the case of Breonna Taylor. Breonna was an EMT on the front lines fighting the COVID-19 pandemic. And while she was resting between shifts in the comfort of her own home, she was shot to death while she slept by police who not only staged a no-knock raid on the wrong house, but the person they were looking for was already in police custody. As of this writing, none of the police involved have been arrested. So, with Louisville, while we initially wished to benefit the Louisville Community Bail Fund to help protesters get out of custody like what we raised on our previous fundraiser stream for this, BLM Louisville has been unable to collect the money that they raised using the Action Network website. So we are instead assisting another organization in its stead. Change Today, Change Tomorrow. Change Today, Change Tomorrow is a Black-led organization that aims to improve and empower Black lives in the Louisville area. They work through various efforts centered around community service and education. They run grocery drives, help clothe people in need, and have even started making their own bleach for the community in order to help people sanitize their space during this pandemic. And one of their major goals is to establish a Black-owned co-op grocery store to help the community. We are also bringing awareness and giving aid to the Okra Project. Black trans people receive some of the harshest treatment by society at large, and food insecurity is one of the results of that treatment. So, the Okra Project assists Black transgender people experiencing food insecurity by providing healthy, home-cooked, culturally specific meals. And the Okra Project also provides other resources to Black trans people in need. So while we strongly advise and encourage donating directly to the organizations, as we are not officially endorsed or affiliated with either of them, links to their websites will appear in the chat periodically and by using one of the commands that are shown on the bottom of the screen during our gameplay. If you donate to the stream, however, either in bits, subscriptions, or cash donations to our tip jar, we will pledge that every cent collected goes to these 2 organizations in a segment that will be streamed tomorrow at noon. Or today at noon, actually, because I wrote this yesterday. We'll read out your name and any broadcast-appropriate message with on-screen donations. And we may even take a special request or 2 during breaks in exchange for donations. For example, for $50, I sung one of the songs from Hamilton all by myself, playing multiple characters. So that's the kind of thing that you can request, and we'll see if we can fulfill that request. So now, my good folks, let's get back to the action. All right. So, I'm a little bit more chipper after reading that up, so maybe that is helpful. So, let's go with turn that down just a little bit so it's not too loud. Okay. So our heroes arrive at the old studio lot of AGA Studios. And this has been a popular hangout for some street gangs because there's lots of big walls to paint graffiti on and lots of space, lots of room to roll around. You know, do what gangs do. So they pull up in front of this building. What do y'all do next?
Well, this is the place, Frank. You sure she's gonna be okay? Travis kind of gives Nancy a concerned side eye.
She'll be fine. I mean, you punk kids can't be that bad.
Frank, you know better than anyone else that no matter how old the individual is, when times get tough, they get violent.
Yeah, well, how much would you bet they don't have what we have? As he raises up the submachine gun.
Travis just chuckles a little and rolls his eyes. All right, don't you come crying to me if you get another scar, Frank.
Don't you come crying to me if you get shot in the ass.
All right, Nancy, was it? You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Travis just goes over his sidearm and his submachine gun, make sure everything is ready, loaded. You know, obviously finger resting above the trigger. All right, let's go. And gets out of the car.
All right, so you all get out of the car, and this building is like a huge sound stage, but it's got, it hasn't been used as such in many years. It's been spray painted with lots of different pieces of graffiti art. Some of it just vandalism, and yeah, there's a large garage bay door kind of situation at the front, and also just a regular sized door just to the left of it.
Travis is going to scan the building and see if there's any windows that they can probably peek in through.
Roll me a... what is it in this game? Roll me a brains.
All right. All right, 7.
Do you have a 0 in your brains, or?
Yes.
Okay, just had to be sure. All right, so you can tell there are people in there. You just don't know how many or what the whole situation is. You just hear talking.
Travis makes his way back to Frank and Nancy. Well, just hear a lot of talking. Unfortunately, can't really get a good eye. There's probably a lot of good vantage points knowing these old studios. So, I don't know. I don't like this.
I think we gotta keep the car warmed up just in case they decide they need to make a run for it.
I don't even think them making a run for it's the problem, Frank. It's them catching us with our pants down.
Well, as long as it's not like that time in '62. Remember that?
Why the fuck you gotta remind me of '62?
Well, at least it wasn't as bad as Billy. Damn snake bit him right when he had his pants down.
Frank, Billy's dead. Show some respect.
Oh yeah. Who the hell am I thinking of? Was it Billy or was it
It was Johnson.
John? Right, Johnson. Damn. Of course, Johnson got bit. I can't believe it.
Yeah, we kept making that joke for a week straight.
All right. So how about we flank them? We find a couple of doors in the same room. Well, damn.
Travis glances over at Nancy. I think you might have a better chance of assessing the situation, Nancy. If I give you a boost to that window and you peek in, let me know what you see. Think you can do that?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right. So Travis guides Nancy over to the window to the side and gives her a boost up to peek in.
Okay. Travis, roll a might, and Nancy, roll a hustle.
Okay, can you tell me how to do that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
You would do. I'm gonna type the command in the Discord chat so you can have it. You would roll 2d6 plus or minus whatever your modifier is in that category for hustle.
Okay. Well, I have a 1 in hustle, so
You do /roll 2d6 plus 1.
I'm still trying to figure out how to work this. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Do you have the chat pane open?
Yeah.
Okay, at the very bottom of the chat pane, there should be like a big box where you can type stuff.
Mhm.
Yep, that's where you put the command. The /roll 2d6 plus 1 in your case.
Just put it in the chat, or
Yeah, just put it in the chat on Roll20. It'll roll dice for you.
oh, okay. Sorry.
No worries.
Paste. And then I just put +1.
Yep. Very nice. That's a success. So, so Travis, you are a little bit shaky when you give Nancy a boost, but Nancy is graceful and able to basically climb up into your boost quite capably. And Nancy, if you could roll me another check, it's going to be brains.
Okay.
So same deal, 2d6 plus your modifier.
Okay. Okay.
Nice. Well done.
Stop squirming. What do you see?
So you see, here's what you see. You see at least 7 different people. Kind of a blend of teenagers to mid-20s. They're all wearing crazy face paint, and they're just kind of sitting around chatting with each other and watching TV.
Nancy, is it Travis or Frank that's holding me?
It's Travis that's holding you.
Sorry. I'm bad with names.
That's okay, so am I.
Nancy looks down at Travis and says, I see about 7 people. They're all wearing crazy face paint. And they're talking to each other, watching TV.
Okay, no sign of the mayor's daughter, though.
Not that I can see.
Alright, I'm gonna get you down.
Okay.
Well, it's definitely the Skull Kids. Sounds about right. No sign of the mayor's daughter, though. Travis is going to gesture Frank to come over to the side wall.
Alright. Got a plan there, Travis?
Well, according to Nancy, it's the Skull Kids, alright. About 7 of them, couple of them watching the tube. And no sign of the mayor's daughter, though. That's what bothers me. And maybe it's not the Skull Kids, but they might know who did it, though. I mean, those kids travel around.
Yeah. Don't think the kids would have the balls to even attempt that. Maybe some, I don't know, maybe some girl on the street, but still. I think we should, well, let's just maybe give them a scare if they're not in the talking mood.
We gotta be smart about this, Frank. Let's see here.
A little bit of mic feedback there.
Yeah. We need to try and get a couple of them out of the building and then interrogate them. I'm open to suggestions, you two. Because I don't feel like taking on 7 youngins right now. My morning coffee hasn't kicked in.
Mood.
I think I see something. Frank is gonna go over to a nearby trash can, take out a pizza box, throw a couple of stuff in there just to give it some weight. You know, we could always pretend we're delivering some food. Make sure we have the right address, or at least looking for directions.
That's not a bad idea. Nancy, you up for putting in a little theater production?
Sure.
It'll be okay. I'll be waiting off to the side. I'll wait on one end of the door. Frank will wait on the other.
Okay.
It's as good as plan as we're ever going to come up with right now.
All right, Nancy, you got this. He hands her the pizza box.
And Travis is going to get into position with the submachine gun at the ready, waiting.
Yeah, Frank will get on the other side, holding the submachine gun with 2 hands, taking a few deep breaths. All right. That's easy. Okay.
All right, so everybody's in position then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nancy, it's all on you at this point. You can knock on the door and hopefully they respond.
Okie dokie. Nancy knocks on the door.
And after you give that door a gentle rapping, you hear the footsteps tippy-tapping coming their way towards the door. The door cracks open just a little bit. Oh, who are you? Like, this young man about 27, 28, like, wearing skull face paint, just kind of just says, who are you? What are you doing here?
Got a pizza delivery.
Pizza delivery? Oh, jeez, it's chubby Tony again, isn't it? Hey, Tony! You said you were gonna stop ordering so much goddamn pizza. I didn't order any pizza this morning. Well, we got pizza. Why don't you come over here, get it, and pay the lady? Oh, okay. I mean, I like pizza, so I I did just finish the one I got yesterday, so yeah, whatever, fat ass, get over here. And so you are met at the door by one skinny guy and one fat guy. And the fat guy is digging in his pockets for some money.
Travis is going to mouth out at Nancy, hopefully so she can see, to scoot back and have them exit the door frame.
Nancy kind of scoots back.
And they think nothing of it, so they kind of approach you and get a little ways out of the door. That guy is digging through his pockets still.
Okay. And Travis nods at Frank. And which person is next to me? Like who's next to whom in the scene?
The skinny guy is near Travis. The fat one is near Frank.
All right. Travis is going to cup the skinny guy's mouth and put the submachine gun to the side of his head and pull him away from the door frame.
Oh, jeez.
Frank is gonna go up to the fat guy, copy the same move, take his hand, put it around his mouth, put the silence barrel up to the side of his head, and try to pull him away from the... God damn it, lay off the pizzas!
During the struggle with the skinny person, Travis quickly says, "Close the door. Close the door. Don't slam it. Shut it close. Shut it smoothly."
Nancy shuts the door smoothly and quietly.
Very nice. All right, so roll. So both of you, both Travis and Frank, a hustle or a might, your choice.
Okay, I'll do might.
I'll do hustle.
All right, so Travis, you get the feeling that you're able to get any information out of this guy that you want. Frank, this guy's gonna give you some information, but you can tell he doesn't know much.
Good morning, sunshine. Alrighty, now that coffee's kicking in, I'm gonna let go of your mouth. But if you scream, I'm gonna add my own masterpiece to the side of the studio. Do you understand? Okay. Where's the mayor's daughter? And then slowly unmuffles his mouth.
Mayor's daughter. I don't know what? We don't deal with anything involving politics. What are you talking about?
Come on, son, don't lie to me. Look, we all know that the mayor made a lot of enemies with his reform policy, made life a little difficult for you, and to be honest, the pigs in blue. Now,
That's true, I guess. Yeah. Oh, jeez.
I've heard something, kid.
I mean, like, I heard some people talking at a bar, like, just downtown. Judging from the description of the bar, it's not the same one that you were at earlier. Yeah, I mean, we got offered, some serious coin to, snatch this rich daughter. I didn't know if it was like the mayor's daughter, but we didn't take the job. It was it's the greasers downtown that ended up taking the job, I heard.
All right. And the benefactor, what did he look like?
He's a big, heavy guy with a nice gray suit, bald head. He looks like the Thing from Fantastic Four. You know comic books at all?
I've seen them on the newsstand.
Yeah. Well, he looks like the Orange Rock guy, except he's a human, not a rock guy. But yeah, he was. I didn't catch his name, but he was there, and he was the one with the money.
Mm-hmm. You getting all this down, Nancy?
Nancy?
Sorry. Yes, I'm getting it all down.
Mm-hmm. Frank, I don't think the big guy's gonna know anything.
Alright. Yeah, I feel like if I keep holding on to him, he's gonna try to eat my hand. Listen,
Hey!
don't make a noise. Just tell your buddies pizza was... Look, just don't tell them we were here, alright?
You know what, Frank? Let me handle this.
Yeah.
While with his left arm pressed against the skinny guy's chest, with his right arm goes into his pocket, pulls out $5. Look, you don't tell your buddies we were here, and you guys get yourself some real pizza or do whatever you want with this Lincoln, alright?
Oh, you don't have the real pizza? Ugh, okay.
Remember what I said, and we know where you are. No one likes a narc, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Alright, good lad. I would say stay out of trouble, but I know better. Just don't do anything dumb or reckless.
I will certainly try, sir. Yes.
And go easy on the damn comic books, they rot your brain.
Okay, sir.
Alright, we're out of here.
All right, so y'all go. You hop back in the Charger, and you head towards the bar downtown. Downtown is one of the places that used to be kind of a rough place to go, but nowadays with the mayor, going through like some rejuvenation processes or policies rather, urban renewal. Even though it has displaced a number of residents, it is a much safer, much more attractive part of town. It's about noontime.
Well, it is the lunch hour. I'm sure someone will be at the bar, if not for a drink, then for a bite to eat.
All right, so the bar as described was Mickey's Tavern, which used to be a bit of a dive not too long ago, but nowadays is a little more upscale.
Nicer than the last one we went to.
Maybe they'll be more open with talking to us. Maybe Mickey's inside.
I mean, why wouldn't he be? He owns the damn place.
Well, Mickey doesn't just like to eat his lunch out in the alleyway. At least, I think it's this Mickey I'm thinking of.
Maybe.
We really need to get you to see a doctor, Frank.
I don't trust doctors. Put the radio waves in your brain. The man.
And to think you were my superior officer.
I was? Yeah, no, I'm thinking of... Yeah, let's just do this.
Yeah, you were the superior officer. You were, by the time the war that you served with Travis, you were a lieutenant colonel, and he was just a corporal.
All right, Nancy, keep an eye out for the Thing, whatever. Damn Marvel Comics. What else are they gonna come up with? A man that's also a spider.
That's the dumbest idea I've ever heard.
That'll never sell. Let's go.
All right, so you enter the bar, and it is indeed a little more busy. There are people here for their lunch, sitting at tables. Um, there's a guy with yet another fantastic mustache, but he's got different hair. He's got thick brown hair, just like combed over the side, wearing an apron and just polishing a glass. He's got tattoos all up and down his arms.
Travis glances at the tattoos on the bartender's arms, sees if he can recognize anything.
Roll brains.
Brain? Alright. Nope.
Nah, nothing you recognize.
It's all hieroglyphics to me.
I gotta do another really quick break. I'm dealing with stuff. That's the short answer. I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
Talk amongst yourselves.
I'm having pretty fun playing a war vet whose mind is going crazy, especially since they put major points into his brains.
I mean, it's a nice classic trope.
Yeah.
I'm actually having fun too.
Oh, yeah.
And sorry, I'm not really much of a talker because I'm still trying to get the feel for the feel for D&D.
Right, I gotcha.
Because I'm still kind of new to it, and I'm still new to Roll20 apparently.
Yeah, and Roll20 can be a little bit finicky, but I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
And it's also early for a good chunk of us. I mean,
Well, I'm normally not a morning person. I normally don't get up till maybe 10.
I mean,
It
that's
just
not
depends
too
on.
bad.
Yeah, it just depends on when I get to bed, how well I sleep.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get woke up at 4 in the morning by my dog.
Yeah. No, I gotcha. Funny enough, I'm on my second cup of coffee and I'm kind of getting the jitters.
I think I've had about 3 cups of coffee.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of the time my dog's okay. The mornings that she barks to wake us up is when, like the day before, she's only been like let outside like once. And most of the time we try to let her out 2 or 3 times during the day, but sometimes we just forget.
Yeah. I gotcha.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just dreading the impending caffeine crash. I'm like, nope.
Oh, I've been drinking soda, and I've been up since yesterday.
Oh,
So,
Christ.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm too old to do that, man. I'm almost 30. Oh, no.
Now, wait a minute. Now, you said that you're too old for something.
Look, I used to be very overweight, so I kind of aged by 10 years physically. My joints hurt now. It's like they used to carry 350 pounds of weight all the damn time. So getting out of bed was always a chore.
Yeah, I feel that. I am currently struggling with weight issues. In fact, I'm actually close to 350 pounds. So I kind of know the struggle, and between just being fat my entire adult life and pro wrestling and the like, my joints are all out of whack, and so's my tailbone.
Yeah, for me it's a thyroid condition.
Ah.
Yeah, so I'm always sluggish no matter what. So I'm a human Eeyore, and not by choice, but by nope, my thyroid don't work.
See, I got my thyroid tested because I thought, oh, if we can nail down a diagnosis involving my thyroid, we know why I feel so sluggish and why I'm experiencing all the other side effects. Not side effects, symptoms.
Right.
Turns out I have a completely healthy thyroid, so wasn't that. Probably meds. I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to it. So you guys are in this bar. People around having lunch.
Okay.
Tattooed barman.
Wasn't able to recognize the tattoos.
Hmm.
So. Travis checks his watch. Just kind of glances around the place. Looks for a table to sit at.
All right. Yeah. There's a free table.
All right. Travis moseys over to the table, sits down, pays no mind, just kind of casually glances around the establishment.
Mm-hmm. Roll a brains.
Brains? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, not bad.
You know, you got a pretty good look at the place. You know, nothing really sticks out as out of the ordinary for an establishment such as this.
Let's see. Travis nods.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys.
It's
I didn't
fine.
know you're on. Sorry.
I mean, we just got back. It's no big deal.
Okay, yeah, word. I got you.
Yeah. So just to catch Nancy up, looked around, found a table, sat down, glanced around the place, just kind of seeing if things are on the up and up. Things seemed fine. So that was basically kind of my action for right now. Mostly
Okay.
just being at the ready.
Okay.
I'm so used to turn orders from D&D, so
Yeah, this is definitely a stripped down kind of shindig. But you've played Powered by the Apocalypse games before.
yeah, this is more role play heavy than like combat heavy.
Yes,
So.
and it's very much more in tune with the mutual storytelling aspect of roleplay than the math and damage end of roleplay, but it still has some of that. So, Nancy, I believe you were instructed to keep an eye out for a very large, bald man in a nice suit.
Yes, I was. Nancy was gonna scan the crowd, see if maybe he was there.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a brains.
Okay.
Oh, nice. So you are looking around, and what you notice is across the street, there's a rather large man at a jewelry store, handling a bunch of gold chains, and talking with the clerk at this jewelry store. He's trying chains on, he's trying rings on, he's talking to them, and he tries to get the jewelry store guy to laugh, but the jewelry store guy is apparently bored and just wants this guy to buy something and get out. But yeah, he kind of matches the description you heard.
She turns to Frank and Travis and says, I noticed there's a very large guy across the street at a jewelry store. Kind of fits the description.
Travis gets up from the table, goes to the front window, and kind of glances at the jewelry store across the street.
Yep, sure enough, there's this iceberg of a man just, messing around with the different jewelry and just, pointing at stuff and laying money down on the table. Looks like he's about ready to finish his transactions.
Well, that looks like our guy, Frank. Should we make a trip to the jewelry store, or wait and see what happens when he's done with his transaction?
I think we should follow him a little bit, see if he goes anywhere unpopular.
In this part of town? I suppose so. Looks like he looks like he's wrapping up as well. Either that or the clerk just doesn't give a damn. Travis is just going to keep watching the store casually, not intently, just like occasionally checking his watch, making it seem like he's waiting for someone to enter the bar.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. All right, so after a few more minutes of piling bills onto the table for the jeweler and collecting numerous accessories for presumably himself, he leaves the jewelry store.
Okay. Travis kind of gives a side glance just to see which direction he's going. If he's going across the street to the bar or somewhere else.
He is heading down the street from the jewelry store.
Let's wait till he gets further down the block before we head out. Don't want to get too much attention.
Yeah. I think even if we did scare him, well, we could certainly catch up without the car.
Frank, that's the funniest shit you've said all day. All right. Just gotta keep waiting.
All right, he turns the corner at the end of the street.
All right, let's go. Travis puts a $2 tip on the table near the front entrance.
All right, very good. All right, so y'all give pursuit?
Yep.
All right. So you catch up with him after he turns the corner, and I want everybody to roll a hustle.
Okay. That's gonna be +2 for me. Okay. Ooh, got the caffeine jitters.
Sorry, muted. Is it the same command every time?
Oh yeah. Everything is 2d6 plus whatever your modifier is for that particular stat. Yes.
Sorry.
No worries. No worries. You're doing fine. Okay. So a bunch of
across the board.
All right, so you guys are able to kind of catch up with him. He is almost an entire block away from you by the time you come up to him. And that's when he turns another corner around the block.
All right. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just going over my character sheet for some of the abilities I have.
Mm-hmm.
If someone else wants to make a call real quick. Let's see.
I think I'm gonna try to close the distance a little bit. As easy as he is to spot. Sometimes even big fellas like him are able to sneak away. And I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit, Frank, wanting to try to have the distance without trying to look suspicious if he can.
Okay. All right. Is that anything that's like from your buzz or your? Or is this
No.
just you just want to like check something?
Nah, it's just trying to. I don't have any like moves for it. I'm just trying to
Okay.
pick up the pace a bit.
All right. Roll another hustle.
All right.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, you're able to kind of move in double step, and kind of catch up to him a little bit more. Now he's only about half a block back from you, or in front of you, rather.
I'm just going to make between the big guy and Nancy and Travis.
Mm-hmm.
Travis squints a little bit, looking down the road, seeing how far everyone is from each other. Looks over at Nancy. I'm gonna go get the car. You keep an eye on them, all right?
Will do.
And Travis is gonna head back to the car and try to make it seem as if he's just casually driving down the road, looking for a place to parallel park.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You do that. You go back to the car, and a couple minutes later, you're just kind of rolling around the blocks downtown just to see if you can make it look like you're finding a parking spot. Meanwhile, the scenery kind of changes a little bit once you go down this street. This seems to be like a bit more of like an industrial area, kind of. Lots of warehouses. You're not that far away from the docks, so this is kind of like a thing. I can't brain right now. Yeah, I think I described it well enough. And that's when you notice, Frank, that he turns his head just a little bit while he's still walking, and he may have caught a glimpse of you. He takes a hard right down an alley.
As he takes the turn, I'm gonna kind of stop by the wall by the alley and just try to peek down, try to sneak a glance.
All right, roll a smooth.
Smooth. Okay. That's not great. 4? That's a fail.
Yep, big
Yep.
fail.
Well,
Not big fail, but it is a
it's in the
confirmed
bracket.
failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sees you, and then he starts booking it.
I'm gonna look back to Travis and Nancy. Come on! And it's gonna start running after him.
All right, well, Travis is getting the car, so...
Oh, well, Nancy at least.
All right, so you pick up the pace again, and you are trying to run this surprisingly fast large man down. But he's actually, like I said, surprisingly quick. So, Travis, you have the car.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're driving around like these few blocks, you see Frank starting to run down the alleyway. Frank and Nancy.
All right. Let's see. I'm just trying to get an idea for the scene here. So, is it a very narrow alleyway, or
It's a fairly wide alleyway. It's wide enough for two-way traffic.
It's wide enough for two-way traffic. Okay. Let's see. Would it be Travis wants to kind of head towards down that alleyway in the car and see if I can find a path to intercept them.
All right, let's roll a brains for you.
All right.
Yeah, you're able to find another branch off in the alleyway that you're able to drive across and interrupt this large man's run.
Okay. Let's see. So I think Travis is gonna slam the brakes and let's see. Would if I'm intercepting him, would it be coming on my side of the car or the passenger side?
Your side.
My side? All right. Travis is going to swing the door open as hard as he can at the large gentleman running.
All right, the large gentleman takes a tumble, and he gets a little bit dirty. His nice suit gets a little bit dirtied up. Oh, hey, man, hey.
Looks like this is the guy.
What?
Does he match the description, Nancy?
Nancy, are you muted again?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, he matches the description.
Works for me. Frank, I'll let you do the talking this time. Try not to make a mess, by the way.
There's a lot to work with, Travis.
Well, the bigger the mess, Frank. Travis takes out a cigarette and lights it. You do you, boss.
Alright. Hey there, fella. Good old friend. He's gonna sit right on top of his chest. So, you see, I heard a little word on the grapevine about how people you're associated with, or someone who looks exactly like you, that is associated with a bunch of greasers, kind of kidnapped a rich girl.
I ain't saying nothing to you guys. I have the same voices. Lots of other characters so far. I ain't saying nothing to you guys.
Ain't saying nothing. Well, about that, he's gonna take out his own cigarette, light it up, take a drag. Well, you're gonna have to start saying, because if you don't, well, you're gonna have to deal with my bad side. Or you can deal with the little lady, and no, I don't mean her. He gestures over to Nancy. So, who do you want to deal with?
Roll a might.
Seven?
That's a partial success, so that's... Yeah. Alright, look, there's no need to go crazy on me. Look, I'm just a middleman. I was there just to hand off the bag and hand them a mission. I didn't know.
So, the middleman, which means that someone hired you. Who was it?
I ain't saying anymore. You could scare me all you want, but if I give up who I have contacts with, yeah, they're gonna smoke my ass.
Smoke, huh? Travis finishes his cigarette, blows out. All right, Pinocchio. Where's Geppetto? Frank, get off him.
All right.
Travis is gonna grab him, pick him up, and slam him against the wall.
Roll a might.
Okay. +3. Heavy boy.
Yeah, you try to pick him up by the collars of his lapels on his suit, but he's very heavy.
It's too early for this. All right, I'm losing patience. Look, no offense, Frank, you're not the diplomat here. So, as you see, my big rotund friend, my superior officer, his little lady is a little quiet. Travis pulls out his submachine gun. Mine's not. And I'm in no mood for subterfuge. And puts the barrel of the submachine gun right under his nose.
Ah, shit. I want you to roll a smooth.
Alright.
Yeah.
Tick, tock, big boy.
He is sufficiently scared. All right. It was Mosley. It was Bob Mosley.
Bob Mosley.
Yeah, former police chief. Yeah.
Why am I not surprised?
After the mayor did all his like reform and stuff, I mean, he took a lot of the police with him that ended up getting laid off or fired for just everything, and now he's his own gang boss.
Mm-hmm. Where's old Mosley these days?
He's at the old Bootstrap Inn. That's it used to be a cop bar, but now that cops are more reformed, they don't go there. But the old gang still goes there.
Alrighty. Need anything else from him, Frank? Nancy?
Nah, he's got nothing I want.
I'm good.
All
We
right.
can let him go.
Travis pulls the submachine gun away. Starts walking back to the car. Thank you for your cooperation.
You didn't hear nothing from me, all right?
Yeah, I know the score.
He dusts off his suit and picks up his little jewelry bag. It's just like a
Before
little
Frank,
fancy paper bag.
before Frank gets in the car, he's actually gonna offer the big guy a cigarette. Now, if whoever you're getting that jewelry for, if they ask what happened, just tell them you run into an old friend. If you say anything.
This jewelry is just for me. This is my jewelry. So don't even need to really bring it up.
All right, good. And he's gonna get it in the car. I'll be listening. If I hear a whisper of a rumor, and he just holds up the submachine gun.
All right. Okay. All right. So you guys driving off to the Bootstrap Inn?
Yep.
All right. So you arrive at the Bootstrap Inn. This is like an older hotel that mostly there for the bar, and the hotel rooms are there for bar patrons who need to sleep it off rather than try to go home. This is a cop bar, or at least an ex-cop bar, and it is full of lots of different gang members. You do see there's some greasers in there. You can see that there's a couple of the Skull Kids, totally different from the ones that you saw earlier. And lots of former cops. They don't really have a name for their gang, but people call them the Buzzheads because of how they do their hair.
Let's see here. Travis is going to look around and see if there's a payphone nearby.
There is.
You guys stay put. I gotta make a phone call. So I'm gonna use the I got a buddy just to basically call in a small favor. I'm calling in for potential backup if things get dicey. And to the rule book, that's going to be a roll plus smooth, and it's going to be basically, let me see here. I get specialized access to information, minor supplies, or other items determined by you, the DJ, or if I get a mixed success, obviously I got to offer something in order to get that help. So let me make a roll here. Okay. Wasn't able to get anything because I don't see anything for failed conditions.
Yeah.
So Travis just swears and hangs up the phone. Damn.
Sorry, Travis. I know it's not the old days anymore, but I can't help you with that.
Well, at least you were able to pick up the phone for once.
Yeah, call back when you don't need me for something.
All right, Johnson. Still walking with that limp?
Shut up, asshole.
Just hangs up the phone. Well, I got nothing.
Let me
I'm open to
guess.
suggestions.
Well, Johnson's gonna. I'm assuming that's Johnson.
Yeah, who else was I gonna call?
Johnson being the no dick he is. Well, Well, we had two choices I can think of. We play it subtle, try to sneak in, get the girl, get out, or guns blazing.
I don't know about that second option, Frank. I mean, this place used to be a cop hangout. God knows how many cops lost their jobs when Goodhart took office. Travis is gonna casually try to walk across the front of the inn and like side-eye the window to see if he can catch a glimpse of anything.
You see, just people playing pool, just kind of like, chatting and, typical bar stuff. You do see in the corner of the bar a rather large individual. Somehow his buzz cut seems a lot more notable than everybody else's. I don't know how to describe it other than that. He is wearing a very nice suit, and you can kind of tell by how the suit hangs off him that he is wearing body armor.
Travis goes back to Frank and Nancy. Well, I think I know where they are. Problem is, the person guarding the door is well armored. So...
Oh no, he wasn't guarding the door. He was off in the corner of the bar.
Okay. Well, something's definitely going on in that bar. We just gotta mind the big guy in the corner. And I have a feeling our tools of the trade aren't gonna work well on him. Guy's wearing body armor. Might have to go the sneaky route.
Sneaky worked well in the jungles.
Yeah.
Well,
This ain't the jungle anymore, Frank.
It's a concrete jungle.
Fair point.
Well, Frank is gonna take a look around to see if there's any if the back entrance, if there is one, I'm assuming there's one, is guarded or at all seeing any kind of traffic.
Sure, you're able to wiggle your way down an alleyway next to the building. It's a very narrow alleyway, but as you move past the side of the building, you do see a more open alleyway, and there is indeed another door. This one has somebody just kind of smoking, and you can tell he has a gun because he's got a hip holster.
Gonna go back to Travis. So, if I were to make a bet, and I'm willing to make a bet with you, Travis. The girl's here. She's in the back room. They got a guy outside the door, armed.
How armed?
Sidearm, hip holster.
Alright. Sure you didn't see anything else besides that gentleman?
Let's see. Well, might have wiggle through the alley here, but the back alley was pretty open.
Damn
Pretty
it.
open, huh?
we might be able to drive the car back there, take out the guy, snag the girl, drive off.
Possibly. It's not a bad idea, Frank. Travis glances over at Nancy. Think you can handle the car in that back alleyway?
Sure.
Okay. Alrighty. This is gonna have to be quick. Was there any other way we can get back there besides that small alley?
Yeah, at the end of the street, there's like at either end of this block, there's a way to get into the wider part of the alley. I was just shimmying down that really skinny part. That was the to be able to like get to the back alley. Wow, I am so beat.
That's all good.
Thank you.
Let's see here. Travis paces back and forth a little bit. Was there this is a question to the DJ. Was there anything in that car like the mayor's coat or something, some article of clothing, or was there anything in the trunk?
Well, in the trunk, if you open up the trunk, you would find a rather large gun case. And in that gun case, 2 tactical shotguns.
I mean, I knew Goodhart was paranoid, but good God.
Wow. Seems this car was really lucky after all, huh?
No blankets or clothing. Well, so much.
Oh, there are blankets, so there is a blanket.
There is a blanket. I got an idea. Nancy, you're gonna drive the car to the back area. I'm gonna hide in the back seat, covered in this blanket, and I'm gonna try and jump the fella in the back. But I think we're gonna need a distraction. Frank, you think you can do that?
I can certainly do that.
So here's what I'm thinking. Frank, you distract the guy in the back. We'll wait till you strike up a conversation with the gentleman. Nancy and I will wait in the car down the block. Nancy will casually drive by looking lost, passing you two. Nancy, you're gonna ask them for directions. And then Frank, I want you to give me a signal for when to jump out. We're gonna take this guy down real quick. All right?
Got ya.
That sound good with everyone?
Sounds good to me.
Well, that's as good as that's as good of a plan I can come up with.
All right. So let's see if we can put that plan into action. So, Frank, what are you thinking of for distraction?
Well, Frank is gonna go around opposite of wherever Nancy's gonna come from. Approach down the alleyway like normal, not going through the skinny alleyway, but that like side street.
Yep.
Trying to get the cigarette out and looking pissed. Gonna go up to the guys like that goddamn mayor. You try to get a light. Just like make it seem like the reform has affected him too. It's like, hey, you got a light?
Sure thing, buddy. Let me just, yeah. He pulls out a Zippo that has like a police badge printed on it, but the badge has kind of been mostly scratched off. So he lights it. It's like a Zippo flip-top lighter. I don't know if I mentioned that. And he lights it for you and holds it out. That damn mayor, huh?
Even affects us veterans too in some ways.
Oh yeah, when did you serve?
Name a year.
Good point.
He's gonna take a deep drag. If it wasn't for that damn mayor, just thinking about it makes me want to shoot him down.
Oh, geez, you gotta be careful. You talk like that. If you talk, you're gonna get shot.
Well, you like the mayor?
Oh, hell no! I lost my job, my pension, my benefits. No, I lost everything. And like now I'm just a hired gun.
Yeah.
As weird as that is, hey, you know what? Maybe you could find. You're looking for a career. Maybe you could find a little bit of use in, being a hired handyman, or so to speak, henchman, whatever.
I do have access to some of that stuff, and he just kind of opens up his like army jacket and points to the submachine gun inside him. I mean, I carry around these things all the time, but ever since I left the service, well, no damn use for him. No damn use for someone like me.
Hey, yeah, I know it's weird, and we just met. But you seem like a trustworthy guy, and clearly you could probably handle yourselves. Things go south. I gotta take a real bad piss, bud, and yeah, why don't you stand in front of the door? I'm just gonna go around the corner into the alleyway to relieve myself.
Yeah, no problem. Easy enough job.
So yeah, he goes to pee in the tiny alleyway.
Frank is gonna look around to see if Nancy is around or the car.
All right, Travis is curling up at the back seat, getting ready to drape the blanket over him. See anything, Nancy?
You're muted.
Yep. Sorry.
It's okay.
And I kind of zoned out for a minute. I'm so sorry.
No worries, no worries. It's it's a thing. I am so out of it. I'm barely keeping a story together.
So y'all are waiting for me? Or am I?
Yeah, Travis is just asking, what are you seeing? Because Travis is getting ready to hide under the blanket, curled up in the back seat with the submachine gun.
And that's it. Looks around to see if she can see Frank. Or
Yeah, you see
Sorry.
Frank. No worries. I'm like seconds away from passing out at any given moment. But we're almost done. So yeah, Frank is seemingly standing guard near the door, and there's a gentleman with his back turned to the alley, in that little thin strip of alleyway.
okay. Nate said casually, just kind of drives up looking lost, asking for directions.
Oh, geez, scared the piss out of me. Hold on. And he zips himself back up, and he turns around to come to the car. Yeah, where are you trying to go?
Sorry, now I'm trying to go where I'm trying to go. Sorry.
It'll be fine. Just make up something, a restaurant or like a bar or a different hotel or something like that.
Trying to find a place to get something to eat, and I'm a little lost.
Oh yeah, well, if you head down this alleyway, you hang a left, and after about 3 blocks, you hang another left. Alice's Diner. It is the best 24-hour diner in the entire state, I swear.
Look at that. Now I'll have to check that out.
Hey, buddy. I know we just met and all, but with a cute honey like her, you want to make sure you zipped up your fly after a little of that. You don't want to get your Johnson caught.
Huh. He looks down just to make sure he zipped himself. And he just kind of fiddles with the zipper, even though it was already closed.
Question.
Yes.
Where is the guard standing next to the passenger door or the back seat door?
Standing near the back seat door.
All right. Travis is going to take that as the signal and swing the back door open as hard as he can to hit the guard.
Bah! Jeez. Roll a might.
Okay. Plus 3. That's 12.
Wow, he went down like a sack of bricks. And all you did was hit him in the ass with the car door.
Probably ate some asphalt when he fell over.
Oh, he has some sort of asphalt, if you know what I mean. Like, gets nailed in the butt and then passes out.
Really? Johnson? That was the signal you came up with?
Oh. What else what am I gonna say in the time? He went to go take a piss.
Well, that could just be the Lord above smiling on us. Anyways. He seems pretty knocked out.
Yeah, we'll just take a shit anyway.
Travis is gonna scan around the alleyway to look for, like, a dumpster.
Yeah, there's one.
Alright. You know what to do. You know what to do, Frank. Let's put him in.
Right, come on.
Travis just flips the lid open.
And I'm gonna help a brother out if we need to do a check.
I'm gonna say if 2 people, lifting on an adult body, I think you guys handled it.
Alright.
No check necessary.
Alright.
Hey.
Alright,
So-
that's the guard taken care of.
Yeah, the back door is now unguarded.
Okay.
Well, that was the easy part.
Easy being the operative word. Lord, I can't even believe that worked. Anywho. Nancy, how about you stay with the car just in case things go south? Alright?
Okay.
Alright, Frank. So what'd the guy tell you?
Well, nothing too useful. He was an ex-cop himself, so is Zippo. He even offered, have me as a hired gun of sorts. So they're definitely looking for people.
Okay. I like that. That's something we could probably say if we run into trouble. Just say, hey, we're looking for work.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Travis just checks his gear and everything, makes sure he's ready to go. You ready, Frank?
More than ready. Let's go.
Alright, Travis opens the door and gestures Frank to lead in. Officers first.
Remind me to promote you later.
So you find your way into the back kitchen of this establishment. Nobody's back here, not in this part of the kitchen anyway. And you see a walk-in freezer to your left, and what looks like a door that's labeled pantry to your right. And directly ahead is a short staircase that leads up to the regular kitchen.
So far, so good. No one down here.
Let's just check these 2 rooms first.
Wouldn't hurt. Which one do you want? Freezer or the pantry?
Pantry.
Of course. I'll check the freezer.
Alright.
All right. As you enter the pantry, the the place is just full of spices and the like. So there's nothing in there. But in the freezer, there is a teenage girl shackled, wearing hardly anything for such a cold little space, and she looks like she's been put through the ringer. She's got makeup running down her face. She's got like dirt and scuffs all over her. She's had a rough go.
Sweet Christmas. Frank, I found her,
Alright.
but it's a little complicated. Got something to break those shackles?
Not unless oregano can do it.
Nice.
But question for the DJ: are these like wrist shackles? Like, what kind of shackles are they?
Basically, here's what it is. So there's a bunch of like meat hooks at the top of the fridge, for like hanging like a side of beef or something. She is bound at the wrists by rope, and she is kind of hanging from the rope, like by her wrists, and yeah, she's hanging from the hook with her wrists bound with rope.
Okay, so she's just tied to the meat hook and she's suspended by that.
Yep, and she's also got her feet tied up too.
Mm-hmm. Let me see here. Let me just look at my gear real quick. Alright. Frank, go look for a knife in the kitchen. Be careful and quick, alright?
Alright, hold on. Either Frank is gonna take some of the spices and put it into his jacket pocket. Alright.
Pocket
And then
paprika.
Just trust me, don't worry about it. A little improvisation, don't worry. He's gonna go up the stairs carefully.
Okay. You go up the stairs and you find yourself in the main kitchen. There is a single cook just working on a lot of fried food all at once.
Can I see a knife that's within reach that won't put me in view of the cook?
Yeah, there's a food prep station directly to your right, and there's a rather actually nice looking kitchen knife.
I'm gonna try to sneak in to try to grab the knife and sneak out.
Okay, roll well, not smooth. Crap, I lost the
Hustle?
page. Hustle, yes, thank you. I accidentally closed out of the manual. Now I gotta find it again.
Oh, that's not great. That's Frank is not as quiet as he thinks he is.
You trip over a soup can that is just inconspicuously laying there, and you almost fall down the stairs.
Damn it. Cook, notice?
The hell is that?
Damn soup can lying around. What kind of kitchen you have just leaving soup cans on the ground?
Ah, whatever, Murphy. You just... What are you coming inside for? Just wait out there.
Yeah. He's gonna grab the knife and the soup can and head back downstairs.
Pocket soup.
Just Travis is just kind of like, hurry the hell up, Frank.
Alright, so Frank comes back down with the a can of soup in one hand and a very nice kitchen knife in the other.
Okay,
Alright.
Campbell's, give me the knife.
Here we go, Travis. Cut her
give me
loose
that.
already.
So Travis is going to start cutting the bonds. Get ready to catch her, Frank. And we're going to make a break
Alright.
for the door.
Alright, I got her.
Alright, so Travis is going to start cutting the ropes with the kitchen knife. Come
Frank is ready to princess carry her out.
All right. Okay, you are able to cut through the rope with no issue. This is a really nice kitchen knife. And yeah, Frank, you're ready to catch her. You managed to catch her quite easily. It's a short fall.
All right, let's go now.
Don't worry, little darling. You'll be home soon.
All right, Prince Charming. Here, let me get the door.
All right. He's gonna get in and very carefully put her down and wrap the blanket around her.
She's. Thank you.
Don't thank us yet. You ready, Nancy? Fuck, it's cold in there.
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Back to the mayor's office.
All right, so you take off in the Charger and start driving back towards the mayor's office. And in the rear view mirror, about once you pass like 2 or 3 blocks, and you're driving normal, there is a rather loud and large muscle car with a red light on its roof. It is a Chevy Impala SS, so it's a pretty strong car. So yeah, it's kind of weaving in and out of traffic, making tire squeals as it passes way through. And that light that's definitely not legal anymore is just a spinning, and the people are trying to get out of the way of what they think is a employed cop. Let me get some different music up. There we go.
All right. Oh, I knew it was too easy.
Well, we should be able to get away from him.
That's an Impala, Frank. To hell with it. Try to keep her steady, Nancy. Travis rolls down his window, leans out with the submachine gun, and tries to shoot out the tires of the Impala.
Okay, Nancy, I would like you to roll a smooth, just because this is kind of nerve-wracking. So if you can handle it with composure, you can handle this car and drive it well at high speeds.
Oh, dang it. Oh, the wrong thing. Sorry, hit the wrong button.
No worries.
Da, da, da. Back up.
All right. Okay, good. That's a pass. So you are a little bit shaky at first. You're not used to driving something with so much power, but you learn to handle it pretty well after a couple blocks. The Impala is still oh, excuse me, right on your tail though.
All right. So let's see. So like I said, I was gonna try and shoot out the tires of the Impala, and I'm actually gonna use it's on the reflexes. So whatever check I gotta roll, I can roll with something extra. So it's 3d6s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be a hustle.
A hustle. So 3d6 plus 2.
Yeah.
Because I'm using a gun for a situation.
All right. So that's 12. Dropping the lowest, it's 12 anyway. So yeah, that's a success. You are able to shoot the tire on the passenger side of the Impala. However, he doesn't seem very deterred.
Frank, I could use a little help here.
All right.
Got one tire out.
Frank rolls down his window, points out his machine gun, tries to shoot out the tire on the other side.
Roll hustle.
And that's also all in the reflexes.
You got it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dropping the
That's
one.
also a
That's
12.
That's a 12. That works. All right, so you're able to get the driver's side front tire, but interestingly enough, you're noticing that the tire, even though it has a very clear puncture in it, is not deflating.
Well, so much for the non-lethal way. Let's see.
By the way, now that the man, hold on. Now that the car is closer to yours, you look at the driver. It's that same largish gentleman with the body armor and the nice suit that you saw in the window at the cop bar.
Let's see here. Travis turns it back over to Nancy. Nancy, are we getting close to the mayor's office?
Nancy, roll brains.
Da.
Very nice. Yeah, you're getting just a few blocks away. You'll be there in no time.
Gosh, I am terrible at names. Who is talking to me?
Travis.
I am so sorry.
No worries.
Nancy, slightly turns to Travis and says we're just a couple blocks from the mayor's office. We'll be there soon.
Alrighty. Well, Frank, I think we're gonna have to go for the engine. We gotta shoot out the grill of the Impala. Alright.
Let's do it.
Alright. Travis
Hustle.
reloads his submachine gun, and again with... Let me see here. Yep, because I'm still using a gun to solve a problem. It's all in the reflexes. And you said hustle?
Yep, hustle.
Do you want me to roll as well?
Yes. Okay, that's a 12. And that is a 9. So, Travis, you're able to shoot a few rounds into the grill of the car. And you can see that it's starting to smoke. And Frank, you are able to knock out the headlights, really mess up the front quite a bit. And yeah, but you don't know if any of your shots really penetrated to go to the engine.
Damn.
Just reload and keep firing. ETA, Nancy.
About 1 minute.
Okay, 1 minute. All right, Travis is
We'll
gonna
pretend Nancy
reload.
said that.
Travis is gonna reload and make one more attempt at the grill. We gotta stop this car.
Maybe a little help from Mr. Campbell will help. He's gonna take the Campbell can and gonna throw at the windshield and try to crack it. Or try to get it through it.
Yes. Roll with something extra on hustle because I love it.
So what's something extra is...
You roll an extra d6.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But there's 3D. With hustle.
Nice. Yeah, you managed to nail the windshield like directly in front of his face, and like the cracks in the windshield spider out, and like the entire driver's side of the windshield is just kind of fractured and like broken looking. So he's having a hard time seeing, and he's leaning out the window, and he's got a pistol in his left hand as he drives the car with his right. And he's trying to shoot out your tires.
All right. Travis is going to try to disarm the cop by shooting at his hand with his third attempt.
Mm-hmm.
All in the
Do the hustle.
reflexes.
That's an 11. You managed to hit the cop in the hand. Ah, damn it! And he drops his gun.
All right, Frank. Try one more time at the grill.
All right. He's gonna, shoot at the grill, hoping his aim is better. Yeah, no, it's not better.
No.
It's not better at all.
It's almost like you miss every shot almost, but you pepper the front a little bit more.
Travis, I think I need to think outside the box here.
You are Nancy, you are approaching City Hall, which has a parking garage underneath it. That's where you guys got the car. Do you want to immediately go into the parking garage, or do you want to go around the block and try to lose him?
Let's say it's gonna go around the block and try to lose these guys.
Okay. So, Travis, you get another shot.
All right. And of course, it's all in the reflexes. Is it hustle again?
It's hustle again.
All right.
Yeah, you just kind of pepper it a little bit more. Frank, you're available for another shot too.
Travis, I think we need to stop trying to pepper his car and pepper him. And he reaches into the pocket, takes the spice, and throws it out to try to get it into the guy's eyes.
A dusting of cayenne pepper floats in the air behind you, and roll me a smooth. Not smooth, hustle. Sorry.
All right. That's an 11.
Jesus Christ.
It works. The cayenne pepper gets right in his eyes. My eyes! And between his eyes burning, his left hand getting shot, and him being unable to control his car with more than one hand, not more than one hand, but not able to control his vehicle, he drives the vehicle into the ditch, and it turns out that this ditch is actually a cliffside. What? So the police chief goes for a tumble. The former police chief goes for a tumble, and his car explodes at the bottom of the ravine.
As is tradition.
You guys successfully rescued the mayor's daughter, and now you just got to bring her back to the office. Bring her back to the mayor's office.
Well, job's done. Whew. Let's go pay a visit to the mayor.
So that's when our heroes brought the daughter of the mayor back to the mayor's office, and a happy ending was shared. People hugging, people high-fiving, people shaking hands, cigars
Freeze
being
frame.
passed around. I didn't catch that. What was that?
Freeze frame.
Haha. Sure, why not? Freeze frame and roll credits.